Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Are you excited it's Friday?
I'm excited it's Friday.
I'm Rafia. That's Greg, my co-host. And today we have Rhonda Byer with us, and she is the president of the Culver City Women's Club. We're going to have a nice little conversation and learn a little bit more about the Women's Club, as well as some activities that we're having coming up, right?
Yes.
So, welcome, Rhonda. Welcome back, actually.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Welcome back. If you guys have questions, please put them into the comments, and we will read them out loud. Greg will help me read them, and we just love all the questions, so please put them in there, okay? All right. Rhonda, so tell us a little bit about the history of the Women's Club.
Well, the Women's Club was started in 1920.
1920.
Yes, we were going to celebrate our 100th anniversary, our 100th birthday. In 2020, we had a big celebration planned, and we all know what happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Gee, I don't remember.
Oh, I do. Oh, never mind.
So we couldn't have our celebration, but it was started by Lillian Culver and some ladies, because they wouldn't be included in the men's organizations, and they started their own club because they weren't invited to the men's, and it started as a philanthropic organization to raise money for some community services and community organizations that were in need.
Tell everybody who Lillian Culver is.
Lillian Culver was the wife of Harry Culver, who
Founded Culver City.
right, yeah, right.
And Culver City was founded and incorporated in 1917. So she said 1920. So just 3 years after the founding of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was really interesting is in our yearbook that we put out in our club, we list all of the former presidents, and everyone used to be listed as Mrs. something, Mrs. and it would have their husband's name, like Mrs. John Smith, and
Tom Jones. And
we never knew that. We never knew the ladies'
first name.
the first names.
Now,
goodness.
why do we not do that now? I don't understand what has happened.
So when I became,
Because we have our own identity.
You have rights and all these things. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, yeah, when I became a membership chairperson, I said, I don't like having everyone just identified by who their husband is, because I'm not married. So does that mean I don't exist? and I had to do the yearbook. And then then I said, I can never be president because I'm not a Mrs. They wouldn't be able to list me in the book. So we changed it now, and we did some research, and we found out the women's actual first names, and they're listed by that now.
So back in the day, did you have to be married to be in the club? To be, was there anybody who was not married that?
Well,
and how were they listed?
There
then?
weren't any presidents. I haven't looked at all the books, so
Okay.
but I would assume, I shouldn't assume, but I mean, it wasn't closed to women who weren't married, but
Okay.
and maybe they felt more comfortable.
When did this stop? When did they stop doing that?
Like putting Mrs.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
When
when I was doing the yearbook.
1940 or something like that. Oh,
And we have like this whole, like she said, a yearbook, and so it lists everybody, right? And so that's what she's saying, that they are all listed that way.
Okay, I take back my
But
joke.
I want to know, back in the day, did you have to be married to be
Yeah,
in the
it
club?
sounds like it
You
in
know?
its own
But
way,
if you
but-
weren't married, then how would you be listed?
Probably by your first name, but they weren't president. None of the women on the president's list were listed that way, so I guess all of the former presidents were married.
So maybe that was a prerequisite.
But we don't have any requirements like that. Anyone can join.
Anyone can join.
Was it worth being married just to getting married just to go into the club, or was that no?
Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
So last year, we interviewed Rhonda and Angie, who is our, she's in our district.
She's a district president.
She's a district president. So, we do a biz fair twice a year, and Rhonda had a table at the one in June last year, and a bunch of us, or I actually wrangled like 7 people to join. But it was fun, and we've been having a good time. We've been having fun. So we all joined, and so now I'm a member of the Culver City Women's Club as well. And they do a lot of fun things. There's meetings, but there's also lunch with the meetings. Then they have like a walking club. They have a lunch bunch, which they go out to lunch to different restaurants. It's all, it's good, but there's also this part of it where they raise funds and raise money to help with different charities. And one of the things that they do is raise money for scholarships for the high school students at Culver City High School, which is a really great little thing. Do you like doing that one? What's your favorite?
Well, the scholarships we give, not necessarily to the girls with the highest GPAs, the best academic record. We look for girls who would not be able to afford to go to college, who really want to go to college.
Okay.
So, that's usually the demographic we aim for, so that we can give them a chance to go.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the girls who have the best grades are the best students. There are many other kinds of scholarships available to them.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to give girls chances to go to college who just wouldn't go because they don't have the money. So, yeah.
That's really nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for people to help out and do all that. So we actually have an event coming up. It's coming up next week, right?
Well, we actually have 2 events next week. Yes. So the first one is a bunco game.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to that.
That's on next Wednesday. It's over at Westmont, and we charge everyone $5 to play bunco, which is then money that we raise for our charities. And we play bunco, and we give out prizes. We have refreshments, and Westmont has been really nice to us with that. We used to have it at restaurants before COVID. Then after COVID, we were having it at members' houses, and now Westmont has offered to host it, and they provide really nice refreshments.
It's a nice place. Westmont is a very nice place.
And we have good prizes, and so and it's a fun afternoon. If you've never played bunco, it's so easy to learn, and you just laugh and have a good time.
I'm excited because I have never played, and I'm excited to learn.
She loves games. She will win. She will
So
I don't know about that.
I guess she's been playing for 10 years. That's what
I know. Probably
she's going to go on there and say,
Rhonda
I've never done it. Clean up.
But anyway, I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to go. I signed up for that. And if you don't know, we're talking about Westmont Senior Living, which is on Washington Boulevard. So that's on Wednesday, the 11th at, I think, 1:30?
1 to 3.
Yeah.
Well, 1 to 3:30.
Yeah, so that'll be really fun. If you are in the club and you haven't signed up yet, please do. It's going to be a good one. We have our monthly meeting on Monday.
Yes. And we have a speaker. At every meeting, we either have a speaker or entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So we alternate. And we have Hope Parrish is going to be our speaker on Monday. Who's
very nice.
historian? Yeah, you know Hope. Yeah. She's a Culver City historian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, terrific.
That's great. So she'll put in some more of this whole history behind everything for us.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it on Monday. I'm just letting you know.
Was it last month we had the West LA Strummers?
Right. Yeah.
And they were fun. We had them sing-alongs, right?
Yeah.
That was really fun.
And one of our club members is in the Strummers. She was one of the performers with the group.
Yep. They were really good, and they had some really great songs, and so we all sang along, and it was really fun. They also bring in some really good lunches as well. I think this Monday is going to be St. Patrick's Day themed. Mm-hmm. So corned beef and cabbage.
Yes, we're having an Irish lunch.
Very nice.
Yes.
Now, how do you go about recruiting ladies to come and join this?
You get Rafia to come.
This is one way. That's another. Culver City Business is another.
Yeah, we have a trifold here with information. So when people ask about it, we give them out. And when I go to the Culver City Biz meetings, I always bring some and give them out. We've had some people join who from the Culver City Biz who got one of our trifolds. And so, and then also next week, at the end of the week, Friday and Saturday, we are having a yard sale, but it's not in a yard. It's in a parking lot and a plaza, and at a business. One of our members, her business is there, so she offered the property for us to have the yard sale. Okay. And it's the address is 11100 Washington Boulevard. It's on the corner of Harder and Washington Boulevard. It's on the southwest corner, and it's right across the street from Westmont, which is where the bunko is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrific. What is Christine is asking? What has been your most rewarding experience as a member?
My most rewarding experience,
Take a look at this.
actually, I've made a lot of friends in the club. When I first joined, I knew one person who was in it. That's how I found out about it. She was talking about it, that she had joined, and they were going to be marching in the 100th anniversary parade of Culver City, and I had always wanted to be in a parade ever since I was little. That was like on my bucket list. I wanted to be in a parade. So I joined so I could be in the parade. I ended up not being in it because they said I wasn't a member long enough.
Oh no.
But and then when I went to my first meeting, I saw one other person there that I knew from before, and I didn't know anybody else. And it took me, a while to get to know people. But now I've made friends. I've gone on trips with them, traveled with them. I've gone to their houses at Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving, Games Day. I'm going to one of their houses for an Academy Awards watching party.
Very nice.
Yeah, so, and now, because I've been on the board, I know pretty much everybody in there. Yeah, so when I was membership chair, that really got me to know who everyone is and know their names, because I had to always pass out things to everybody, so I needed to know who they were.
And that's kind of the best part of these types of places, because you get to make friends, and you go from, like you said, from not knowing anybody to suddenly knowing everybody. Another question.
And everybody's really friendly too. You know, and just really nice. So I didn't really realize until I joined that I knew a lot of people in there too.
Well, people all over Culver City and beyond.
So one of the questions, another great question, Christine, thank you, is what advice would you give to someone that's thinking about joining?
My advice is come to a meeting and see if you like it.
Right, exactly.
Find out who we are, find out what we do, and see, if our mission and our goals match yours and match what you would like to do.
Okay, very good.
And if you can come to a meeting anytime. You don't have to be invited, and just RSVP so we know that you're coming.
Yep. They take RSVPs for lunch. The lunch is very affordable and usually really great. And if you don't want to eat, you don't have to eat. It's $5.
Well, if you're a guest, you don't have to pay. Yeah.
But if you're not a guest and you're a member, you don't want to eat that day, you can still come to the meeting. It's $5. This is how they raise their money. So These are all little things that they do to raise money. We fill up the whole place. It's been great. There's been a lot of people. They're also not meeting for 3 months, right? You don't meet June, July, and August.
Right, but in the summer we do have activities. We don't have official meetings, but we have a picnic every summer. That's really fun, and we either have a bingo game or the last several ones I wrote a trivia game, and we have a trivia game, and it's themed, and of course, as with all of our games, we have prizes.
I was there at the one last.
Why do they not have meetings during those months? That's just
because probably people travel a lot.
summertime.
Yeah.
Just kind of, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think, right? Is
Yeah.
that true?
Mm-hmm. And it's just, we're a club, and we're part of a district, and there's 10 clubs in the district, and then the district is part of an area, and then the area is part of the state, and then it's national. So, that's just like in the bylaws and in the policies is that none of the clubs meet during the summer.
Oh, okay.
But they could have activities like last summer. I went to one of the clubs, and they had a paint and sip event during the summer. So I went, and that's another thing. If you're in the Culver City Club, you can go to activities. Some of the other clubs, they have fashion shows and
you can go to the district events, the district meetings, and things like that too.
And the paint and sip I went to, they said, just refreshments and painting, but it ended up being a whole lunch, so that was really fun.
Nice.
That's great. Do you want to read the other question?
There is another one. If someone attended one meeting, what would they experience? You mentioned how.
Okay. Well, we have a business meeting first. We meet at 10:30. The meeting starts, and then we have a business meeting, and we usually have our entertainment or our speaker during the meeting. The speaker's usually in the middle of the meeting, and the entertainment's usually at the end. And then we end by 12, sometimes a little earlier. And before we have lunch, we have an opportunity drawing. So everybody gets a ticket for the drawing when they come in, and then you can buy more tickets to increase your chances and win a prize. And then we have lunch after that.
Yep.
So they get a pretty good well-rounded idea if they come to the first meeting. Someone also wants to know, do you do any hazing to new members?
No.
That's a terrible
No,
question.
actually, when you're a new member, you get inducted, and we read a little speech to you. We read a little welcome speech to you, and you get a little swag bag, a little goodie bag.
Yes, you do. You get M&Ms in the bag.
Good. All right, I feel better. That was
You get a club fan, and you get a club pad of paper, and some written material and some candy.
There you go. I got M&Ms. I just remember that. But no, there's no hazing. There's none of that. And it's just a really nice. It's kind of like a service club, like a Rotary or whatever. And that's what she's saying, like with the district and then the national and all of that. That's how most of the service clubs are, right?
Yeah. And our dues are very affordable.
Yes, very affordable.
It's $40 a year. We don't charge a lot for dues. All of the other clubs charge more. So we keep our dues low, but then, we hope to raise money for our different charities that we support with our fundraisers. I know there's one club that charges a lot of money for dues, and then they just don't have any fundraisers.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. So that doesn't work. If you just joined, we're talking to Rhonda Byer. She's the president of the Culver City Women's Club. And we're talking about some events coming up. So one of the events is next Wednesday, we're doing Bunko at Westmont Senior Living. And then next Friday and Saturday is our yard yard sale, and that's over on Washington and Harder at the Coombs, Comstock and Sharp,
Coombs and
Coombs and Sharp and Comstock law offices right there. We're going to be over there, and you should come and check it out. There should be lots of stuff, great things to get, and you're helping raise funds to help different charities.
And yeah, we have so many things for sale. We always have really good things. So we have some used things, some brand new. We sell a lot of clothes, and a lot of the clothes that we sell are brand new. And also appliances and different technology items, and some of them are also brand new, and so you can get these things for a very good price, and just so much. And we have jewelry and purses. I'm gonna be working at the jewelry and purse table. And we have designer purses at that table, and then we have some other lower end purses for everyday wear mixed in with the other items. We have housewares, kitchen items. We always have like a big selection of dishes and serving items, and you know things related to eating. We have things for gifts, lots of greeting cards, gift wraps, and toys. I'm just like anything you can think of.
Doesn't one of our members make greeting cards too?
Well, yeah, that's one of our fundraisers is we have beautiful handmade cards, and then we sell them, and to raise money.
Okay. We have some more questions here. How many members do the CCWC have?
Right now we have 98 members.
Oh wow, that's great.
So
do you need to live in Culver City to become a member?
No, you do not need to live in Culver City. I live in Los Angeles. I used to live in Culver City, but I live in Los Angeles. So no, you don't have to live in Culver City. We have members who live in Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Playa del Rey, South Bay.
I have one more question on this one. I have been a member for almost a year, and it has been a great experience. I've met a wonderful group of talented, friendly, and active ladies. And that's from Angeles,
Very nice.
which I wrangled her to
How'd you join, Angeles?
But it really has been fun. We've been having a good time.
And everybody loves Angeles in the club.
Yes, she's very kind. The question, it says there's over 90,000 members in all states and in 12 countries as well. Do you ever mix with some of the other people, other groups, so that there's...
You mean other women's club? Or
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we do. In our own district, we are always invited to what the other clubs are doing when they're having an event, and we also invite them to our events. And then there's a district convention coming up in April. The conventions are one day. We're going to, it's going to be held at a Mexican restaurant in Redondo Beach, so everyone's excited about that. And then there's also an area convention. I went to an area convention, I believe it was in October. It was in Long Beach, and then they have state conventions and national conventions. So there's a lot of opportunity to meet people in other areas.
And a lot of opportunity to eat food. Yeah. There's one more question over there. Do you want to read it, Greg?
Sure. I don't know if I'm on the same page as you.
Hi, Todd. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching, you guys. We're talking to Rhonda Byer, president of the Culver City Women's Club, which has been in existence since 1920. Just to give you an idea, 1917 is when Culver City was founded and incorporated. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
Over 100 years.
That is a very long time.
Did you want to read? There's one more from Christine.
Oh, I didn't see it. Go
What?
ahead.
Christine, come to one of our meetings.
I know, Christine, we can have fun. What message would you like people to know about women supporting women in organizations like this?
Now I see it. Thank you.
Well, I think it's important, it's important for women to support women, and that's one thing our club does. You're never going to hear people battling it out or anything. You know, we welcome everybody's opinion, and you know, we're a diverse group. So and you know, we'll listen, you know, to everybody, and no one you can say what you want, and no one's going to get mad at you or, you know, jump down your throat. So everyone feels free to say what they want to say.
And ideas are welcome, and you know, you can do as much or as little as you want. So there's that too. But you're going off the board here soon, right?
Well, because I'm going to be on the district board now.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
So we're looking for new people on the board.
You should do it, Rafia.
I am already there, but not on the board.
So what are you going to be doing now? What does that role entail?
I'm going to be first vice president
Congratulations.
in the district. There's one woman, and I'm going to call her out, Pat. When she asks you to do something, you can't say no to her because she doesn't let go until you say yes. So Pat talked me into being president of the women's club, and now she talked me into being first vice president of the district. So
if you do get away from Pat not talking you into something, do you get a prize?
Wow.
No,
I don't know.
she'll just hit you up next time.
Oh, I'm gonna practice my no.
Yeah.
She's very convincing though. She makes it seem like.
Whatever you say to her, she has a response.
Oh, but it's really been a fun thing. And if you want to come and see what it's all about, we are meeting on Monday, which is in 2 days. We're going to be meeting over at the American Legion, Post 46, over on Sepulveda. We meet at 10:30 in the morning. So come and just be our guest and check it out.
Yeah, the address is 5309 Sepulveda Boulevard, and you can RSVP, and our email address is Culver City WC membership at gmail.com. So you can email an RSVP there.
And if you can't remember that, don't worry. Put it into the comments here that you want to come, and one of us will check it and make sure that we get all the information.
Yeah,
to
we can
you
also
so you
post
can
it.
come.
on the
Yeah,
site, so-
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Like I said, it's fun. One of the funnest things that happened to me recently there that was interesting, they do these birthday cards, right? There's a woman who stands up and announces all the birthdays for the month, and she announced a name, and I was like, oh, no way, that cannot be somebody's mother that I know, you know. I mean, it just had, it was an unusual last name. So I went up to her and I said, do you know this person? And she's like, oh, that's my son. You know?
Wow.
And so it was really great. It was a childhood friend's mom, and it was really fun to connect with her. So that was nice. But yeah, you can come and check it out and see what we're all about. And again, we only have till May, so we only have like 1, 2, 3 more left, right?
Yeah. And our May meeting is a real fun one because we have a pound auction instead of a speaker. And what that is, that's another fundraiser. Everyone brings a gift that weighs a pound.
Okay.
And you wrap it up, make it look really attractive. The trick is to make it look so good that someone wants to buy it, and people bid on it and they don't know what it is. So you could end up with a pound of, I guess I can't say brands, a pound of chocolate candy, a good pound of candy, or you could end up with a pound of carrots. Or last year I got a pound of matzah. So it could be something really great. It could be a beautiful, you know, scented candle, or it can be food, you know, or something.
Do you have a scale? Does everybody have to put their thing on?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're off by a little bit.
More or less a pound, yeah.
And then so that's May. That'll be our last meeting for the summer, and then June, July, and August we don't meet, but
We have
Do
our
some activities.
picnic. We have our picnic in July, and we also in June and August, the months we don't have the picnic, we still have the lunch bunch.
Okay, yes. And the lunch bunch has been really fun. We've gone to some really great restaurants, and it's been nice because there's been like maybe anywhere from 15 to 20 people that go, and the first one I went to was Froman's.
Yes, because we go to we try to go to local ones in Culver City. Froman's is in Santa Monica, but
Yeah.
usually we go around the area and try a different one each month. And we recently went to one that I had never even heard of, and it was really good. And I asked Rafia was there. I said to her, the big question is, would you come back here again? And she said, yeah, definitely. So
Which one was that one?
The one in Westchester.
Oh gosh, I just told Jeff that I wanted to go there for breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah,
The
food was really
Coffee
good.
Company. It's in Westchester, and it is really good. That was fun.
And like I thought the food was really tasty, and I had never heard of it before.
I'd seen it for a long time, but I'd never gone in there. It's right on the corner there in Westchester, kind of like where they have their farmers market over there. I'd seen it for years, but I never went in, and it is big. There's tons of rooms, different rooms in there, and it was good. It was a good breakfast. We had a good time there.
And one of our members who used to be a teacher, someone came up to her and
Yeah.
told her that he was in her class. He had been her student.
That was funny too. That was fun. But okay, what else do you want people to know?
Everybody is welcome. So, and like I said, try it out. Your first meeting you come to as a guest, you don't have to pay. It's so you just come and see if you like it. And we've had people like just they've come to their first meeting and then they just join right then and there because they're impressed with all the activities we have, all the fundraising. We have groups also. We have a knitting group, and they'll, if you don't have your own yarn, they provide you with yarn, and they make scarves and hats for veterans, and then for Meals on Wheels. Around the holiday time, we give holiday gifts to the seniors for Meals on Wheels. They'll get a blanket or something to keep them warm. And we do support a lot of organizations. So we've talked about the scholarships. We support Meals on Wheels. We support foster children. And around holiday time, we provide holiday meals to families in need. We get a list of families. We had every year, all of the clubs are invited to participate in the Day of Service. And this year, they said try to raise money for women, women in danger, women who have had to leave their home with their families. So we collected children's clothes and linens and personal necessities for women and their families who are living at Good Shepherd. And then we went and delivered, we collected about $1,900 worth of goods for that day and took them down to Good Shepherd. And we also support rescue animals, the Lang Foundation. I volunteer there at their estate sale, and we also collect items and donations for the Lang Foundation for rescued animals. And we're working with No Limits for Deaf Children, which is a school for deaf and hard of hearing in Culver City, and we help them fund their doggy room. What they do is they have different themed rooms for the children to have experiences. So a couple years ago, they were starting a doggy room where they were getting a dog, and they had a room that was equipped with things for the dog so the children could come and interact with the dog.
How cool.
And we donated money to them, and a lot of supplies, you know, for the dog, you know, food and, you know, veterinary services and medication for the dog. So we have a partnership with them.
Wow.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It's a lot of good work.
Lots of good work, yes.
Right.
Well, thank you, Rhonda, for all that information. So again, this week, if you want to come to our meeting, it's on Monday, the 9th, I believe it is,
Yes,
right? The
yes.
9th?
Mhm.
Monday, and it's at 10:30 in the morning, and we usually go from like about 10:30 to about 12:30, I guess, right?
Well, 10:30 to 12 for the meeting, and then lunch starts at
Oh,
the
Yeah.
meeting, and lunch starts at 12.
Yeah.
okay.
So if you want to come, it's at the American Legion. It's
5309 Sepulveda Boulevard.
I should know that by heart. 5309 Sepulveda Boulevard, and it's in Culver City. Let us know by just put it into the comments here that you want to come, and we will put you on the list. Okay?
Yeah, and also if you're a member and you have an organization that you want to support, like we've started recently working with the Alcott Center,
Right.
which is a center for mental health,
Yeah.
and
They help a lot of the homeless.
we've had a speaker from them, and we collect items from them and have made things for the Alcott Center. And also our club has raised money for reforestation. We've always done a walk every year for Penny Pines, which is now called the reforestation. And last year, because of the fires, a lot of the forests and trees burned down. We said we were going to donate all of our money that we raised for them to repopulating, the trees, replanting, and we had a karaoke night just to raise money for the reforestation. And also, our group is really involved with sustainability. So, if you join, if you're a member and you have a cause that you would like us to look at, we are always open to helping new groups, and so you can make suggestions.
So a new organization can be put into the
Yeah.
rotation.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does the board have to approve that?
Yes,
Okay. So that's good, though.
but we
That's-
usually do.
Yeah. You're not going to turn down something.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
very
So
nice.
we have our meeting on Monday. Then on Wednesday we have Bunko, and Bunko will be held over at the Westmont Senior Living, and that's at 1 o'clock to 3:30. And I think that's only like $5, right? That's $5.
$5 for an afternoon of fun.
Yeah, and you get snacks. And then Friday and Saturday of next week, so the 13th and the 14th, there is a big yard sale that we're doing over at the Coons and Sharp and Comstock Law Office building over there, and that's on Washington and Harder. If you don't know where that is, let us know and we'll try to help you with the exact, do you know the exact address?
11100 Washington Boulevard.
You're good.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Okay, so you can't miss it. I'm sure you've passed that building many times, but anyway, there's going to be a huge yard sale, which is also going to be for a fundraiser, so come help us with all of that and join us, join Rhonda. She'll tell you all more about it, the club in person, and you can pick up one of these, fill it out, and it's only $40 a year to join our club, and lots of fun.
And congratulations again on your new role. And thanks for
Yep.
joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much, Rhonda.
Well,
And
thanks for
thank
asking.
you all for joining us, and we had a really great event last night over at the rec room at the Beverlywood condos, and that was hosted by Gloria and Alicia, and they did a great job.
Very
It was a
good.
wonderful event. well attended, and everyone had a good time. And Rhonda was there.
She was there.
Yep, we were all there. And then one other fundraiser that's coming up is April 11th is for the Backpacks for Kids program. We're doing a live music dancing. It's going to be really fun. The K-Tel All-Stars are going to be playing. Lots of good dance music to dance to. So put on your dancing shoes and come out and support that. It's called Get the Funk Out. I know we posted it on this group page, but if you have any questions about that one, please put it into the comments and I will answer that for you. My husband Jeff is actually putting that one on. Again, that's April 11th at 7 o'clock.
A lot of fun. It really is. I've gone
He's going to come
twice.
tell us.
Very, very good.
7 to midnight
Yeah.
at the old NFL Network Soundstage. It's going to be a fun night. For your price of admission for $40, you get a great Italian buffet, awesome music, cash bar with very liberal pools of alcohol will be served, and dance the night away and bring some friends. It's a great night to get out. Plenty of parking there, or you can Uber or ride your bicycle.
Since
very
the
good.
K-Tel All-Stars, they dress up in costumes with the 70s. Could people that are attending dress up?
Absolutely,
Okay.
you can get the funk in your funkiest costumes that you want.
Okay, because last year, 2 people did come dressed up, but they were
Two.
like the only 2.
Yeah.
Because that's what they thought that, it was supposed to be a dress-up thing. But you can definitely dress up. This is a really great cause. These are, for this program actually sends kids home with, they used to do it with a backpack, now it's in a box, and that's why it's called Backpacks for Kids.
Basically for kids that are suffering from food insecurity in their families.
Yeah.
So it gives them a nice big box of food that gets them through the weekend till Monday, and it's every Friday. And the numbers have built up through Culver City Unified School District. They're serving actually over 270 children every Friday. So
Wow, that's a
good
lot.
cause. You'll have some fun.
It's a really great time. Seriously, I've done it.
Plenty.
Really? Seriously?
Very
It's
good. I was
really
not
fun.
high about
It
that.
really is. And this band, if you're not familiar with this band, they're going to get you on the floor dancing.
Oh,
So you
I'm
gotta,
ready to dance
you
right
gotta, you gotta come in
now.
and
Grooving.
you gotta come in and support and have a good time. Anyway,
I think we just lost a few tickets. But don't worry.
don't mind him, okay? But anyway, it's a really great cause. Come and join us. Come on the dance floor and dance with us. It'll be really fun. This is our 3rd one. Actually, we had done one back in 2017 at the Elks, but we had a little bit of a hiatus from that, right? And then we came back to it. So it's a good cause. Come out and join us, and that's called Get the Funk Out, okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Good weekend, everybody.
See you next week.
You got it.